These letters made me millions of dollars. Well, not actually these, because these actually came back, but one similar to those. Before I show you how these letters made me millions, let me show you who makes them and how they're made. Let's go to my good friend Juliana and Mona's house to check it out.
Everybody ask me how I know. I smiled at them and said she told me so. Everybody ask me how I know. I smiled at them and said she told me so. Everybody ask me how I know. I smiled at them and said she told me so.
All right, guys, so we're here at Juliana and Mona's house. I met them through jiu-jitsu 4 or 5 years ago.
It's actually only been 2 years, but it feels like 4 or 5 years.
So we met, we just became friends, and she's like, oh, I see you do different things, you know, let me talk to you and get some advice. I told her about my next mastermind that I had a couple years ago. From there, we became really good friends. I showed her how I make letters. She's like my number one, well, only person that makes letters for me. She like makes them even better than I made them before. A couple years ago, I showed you how I did all my letters, and you know, I did some really cool stuff with letters. Now you're making all my letters for me, and you took it to like a new level. Tell them like what you do with letters now and your whole process.
First, we start by finding the businesses. We do like a Google search. We go one by one. We decide on the businesses that we want to find, copy, paste them in a spreadsheet, one by one, till we get about 200 of them.
Yeah.
And then from there, we have all the addresses and everything that we need. And then I have to merge it into, this is a really extensive process. I have to merge it into Microsoft Word, but I have to come up with a design first. Every letter is like really different. Some of them are toilet paper shaped like skulls, or they're just like basic letters. Usually it's like industry specific. It's like plumbing, we do like toilet paper. Electrical, we'll do batteries. If it's a smoke shop, we might do a lighter or something like that. We try and keep it like industry specific.
That's where it gets fun, is once we get to the point of making the design, then from there it's just as creative as we want to be. That was the main thing that really got us super excited about it, was when we saw some of the designs that Abraham was doing. It just opened up our minds creatively as to all the things that you could do. He had stuff that was shaped like tires, all different kinds of stuff. And now when we go through our process, we just sit and we have like a think tank session, just think of all of these ideas and different things that we could do for whatever industry we're mail into.
And it's really cool how we get like our normal mail. We're like, man, that shit looks so boring compared to like the stuff that we create. Sometimes we'll get like the return mails. We'll be like, oh man, that's so cool. It's like colorful or something. And it's like, oh, that's the one that we did. So that makes sense. It's completely changed the game. I think people are gonna start stealing this idea.
Mail will be more
There
interesting.
is literally nobody in this world
I've
that's
never
ever done what we're doing. You know, I came up with this idea 2-3 years ago. Every single year, it just got more and more creative. Now we're doing tons of shit that no one's ever done, and the shit works great.
Yeah.
I don't even think the post office like knows.
They don't know what to do with our
it
stuff
because they've
sometimes.
never seen it. They're like, I think that will go through. I don't know.
We're doing smell mail now, where we put the scents inside, so when they open them up, they smell like burnt cigarettes, perfume.
Yeah, or I'll like smoke a cigarette.
Yeah.
We're like, no, I'm kidding. I'm not doing it. So these are like some examples of some of the ones that we've done. So they were toilet paper rolls for plumbing businesses, and it has all the info and letter template that you need on the inside. This was just a regular envelope, but we did like a wax seal on the back just to like make it a little fancier. This is one I'm proud of. It was toilets for plumbing companies, just fancy letters. The more stickers, the better.
Yeah.
Abraham told me I was using too many stickers at one point.
Hey, some people that get it, the more stickers, they're like more excited. Some people are like, man, you know, maybe you overdid it. So like, everyone's gonna have a different view.
I think I was overdoing it at one point, so then I brought it down. So then we'll use like different colored paper.
Yeah, this one's full of shit right here.
Like, it's got a
has a turd in it.
little shit mark on it. Batteries for electrical companies. Same thing with this one. This is like one of my favorites. This is a recent one that we did for smoke shops. It's like a sugar skull. It's got like everything.
I thought it was for like funeral homes.
Dead people? Skulls? Yeah, I see.
That's what you see after you smoke, you know?
Yeah, okay.
So guys, if you ever want to do letters, you should definitely hit them up. How do you reach you?
You can hit me up on Instagram. I just like saying that at Jules Oodles. Jules Oodles. Oodles. Not noodles, oodles. You can also email me, JulianaRCarter@gmail.com. I would be happy to help anyone that needs help with this. I've got it down to a science right now. There were a lot of learning curves. A lot of mistakes were made, but we really kind of streamlined the process, and it's like all smooth now. You don't have to go through that on your own. She wants to buy businesses.
I am
Yeah.
buying businesses.
Yes.
We're actually using the letters to reach businesses, just like Abraham taught us. We're doing hundreds of letters every week, and when we have somebody who wants to do businesses as well, we just put it all together and do these big mass mailings. If you are interested in doing any kind of mailings for business, we got you covered.
Now that we're back and you've seen how Juliana makes all these letters for me, I'm gonna show you why they're so expensive. Effective. Now that we're back and you've seen how Juliana makes all these letters for me, let me show you why they're so effective. Damn. Now that we're back and you've seen how Juliana makes all these letters for me, let me tell you why they're so effective. So there are 5 things that I always try to accomplish every single time I send letters out. The first thing is I gotta get people to notice it. Why would somebody notice this letter? Does this look different than a normal letter? This is shaped like a toilet bowl. And when you open it, there's a super thought out letter in here that I'm gonna show you in another video if you guys are interested. Besides getting them to notice it, the next most important thing is to get them to open it. Who wouldn't open up this letter? Why are people opening up this letter? Because they're so damn curious of what the hell's in it. They've never seen a letter like this before. So they gotta open it. Would you open something if you're curious? I know I would. After they open the letter, you gotta make sure that they read it. Now, the reason why they're gonna read it is because of all the secret sauce I have in this letter that, again, the fourth thing that I need to make sure happens is that get people to contact me. Well, I put special different sentences in here that are gonna make people contact me by phone, by email, and other ways. Lastly, the most important thing is to make sure that people actually sell you the deal. So everything about this letter, the uniqueness, your creativity, what's written in here is gonna make people wanna sell you their deal, or do a deal with you, or do business with you. Whatever the purpose of your letter is, you wanna make sure that they do it. All the letters that you just saw and all letters that I've ever done hit all these 5 criteria. All these letters that you see help me buy tons of businesses. I bought 10 gyms using this method of sending out letters to gym owners. I had barbells on the gyms, and when they opened it, it was a very personalized letter to each gym owner. Besides the fact that these letters help you buy a ton of businesses from the people you're sending it to, I've actually had lots of people call me and say,
You know what? I wasn't even planning on selling my business, and I don't want to sell my business, but your letter is so cool and creative that, you know what? I showed some of my friends this letter.
and I actually had friends of the friends of people that I sent the letters to call me, and I bought a couple deals that way as well. I've even had people hold the letters for 6 months, 12 months, and then eventually call me and say, you know what?
Your letter was so cool that I kept it aside just in case I ever decided to sell my business, but you know what? I wasn't ready at the time.
And people kept them because it was so unique, and I was able to buy businesses that way as well. If you like this video, put the like button in the envelope and send it to me, and then kiss the letter. Wait, what? If you like this video, deliver my YouTube link to some of your friends. Make sure that they like, comment, and subscribe on other videos you want to see me make.